Hey everybody, welcome to Weight Loss for Women Over 40. I am so glad you are here. Happy Thanksgiving, belated Thanksgiving, because that was yesterday in the United States. Today is Black Friday in the US. I feel like Black Friday has become a month long now. So, happy Black Friday, everyone. And for everyone who is listening outside of the US, happy Friday. Today, I want to talk about the aftermath of Thanksgiving. And again, if you're not celebrating Thanksgiving, it's anytime there's a holiday, anytime there's a lot of food involved, it's the aftermath of the day that can really bring up a lot of stuff for people. Um, Thanksgiving in the US is very much oriented around eating a lot of food. Turkey coma is used commonly. Eating so much that like you have to unbuckle your pants or sweatpants are the option. And I don't want to debate whether we should or shouldn't be eating to that overextended place because honestly, if you are eating in the way that I teach my clients, having a day of Thanksgiving and overeating isn't a problem. You will still be on track. You will still be able to continue to lose weight or maintain your body, whatever your goals are currently. But the aftermath of Thanksgiving is really a lot of guilt and shame that comes up. And a lot of times, especially us women, we don't really process it. We don't, because it's such white noise to us. We're taught as we grew up, like, if you overeat, then there should be shame, there should be guilt. What happens is when you have that, then it spirals into, oh my gosh, I feel like crap, so I'm just going to eat more. Right. So you're constantly in this emotional spin and this emotional overeating, and it's really hard to get out because if you're feeling guilt and shame, and they're like, oh, I feel so bad, I'm going to go eat the rest of the pumpkin pie that's left. And then after you eat the pumpkin pie, you're like, holy crap, I just ate a whole pumpkin pie with a whole thing of whipped cream or whatever. Now I feel even worse, right? And then you beat yourself up and do all this mind gymnastics stuff that's going on. And then you're like, crap, well, screw it. I might as well just eat the pecan pie and the custard pie and the rest of the turkey leftovers, right? So it goes on to this whole spiral spin. And I want to offer that it doesn't have to be that way. Inside my programs, I really teach my clients how to navigate the holidays, how to work your mind around it, right? So, the other thing too is if you hosted Thanksgiving or if you were at a Thanksgiving where they give you a bunch of leftovers to take home, now you're stuck with all these leftovers, right? And sometimes they last quite a bit, depending on how much food you've either cooked or you've made. So stop shaming yourself. Stop adding that extra shame, guilt, judgment on top of the feelings that you're already experiencing. Um, and I know me saying that, it sometimes is not easy. And some of you guys, ladies, I'm from Jersey. I always say you guys, um, you don't even recognize, like I said earlier, you don't even recognize that you're actually doing it. It's so subtle in our generation that a lot of women are just running around shaming themselves left and right about the food that they're eating or the weight that they are. Right? I get it. I get it. I've been there. I still have things that pop up, but right now, if they pop up, I know how to navigate them, right? I don't spend time in the shame spiral. I don't spend time in judgment and guilt. And if I do, I understand that I'm volunteering. Volunteering? Volunteering. Volunteering to stay in that spin, to stay in that wallow. And then I ask myself, okay, so why do we want a pity party? What's going on? So again, these are all the things that I work with my clients with, whether it's private coaching or our group program, which if you have heard me talk about the Jumpstart program, I absolutely love the Jumpstart program. It was a 12-week program and people come out losing 10, 17 pounds. But the thing is that it's permanent. They know that those pounds are never coming back, right? So I recently did change the Jumpstart program. It is now a year long. The first 12 weeks is still the Jumpstart part, but you get access to me for a whole entire year. So if that sounds like something you want, because we are going over, not only do you get me for the whole year, we're going to talk about holidays. We're going to talk about birthdays, vacations, everything that happens within a year. That's why I love working with clients for a year because we get to go and experience all the holidays, all the things. I get to coach you and talk you through everything. I don't know how many messages I get from clients saying, "Oh my gosh, I went on vacation and I lost weight. Like this is the first time I enjoyed my vacation. I got to eat whatever the heck I want and I still lost weight." I get that for the holidays. Oh my gosh, this is the first Christmas season that I've gone through where I ate all the gingerbread cookies. I ate the things that I wanted to eat and I still lost weight. So within the group Jumpstart, you're going to get me for a year. You're going to get the Master Your Mind, Change Your Body lessons, my 12-step method for losing weight for the last time. You're going to get weekly coaching calls, and you're also going to get access to my Fit, Fierce, and Fab over 40 community. I absolutely love this Jumpstart, but you're going to come out of this program not just losing weight and having like ninja mindset skills. It's going to trickle into other areas of your life. You're going to save so much time because I'm fast tracking you immediately on how to start losing weight immediately and permanently, right? Um, so if you're interested in that, I am doing a Black Friday special, and it's going to run from Black Friday to Cyber Monday. So I'll just give you the heads up on that. It is 50% off, and you can head over to weightlossforwomenover40.net/group and grab that 50% off. It is 20 turkey 24 is the code word that you need for 50% off. It is on that page that I just said, the weightlossforwomenover40.net/group. So you can grab your 50% off. I would love to see you in the group. Our next group call is December 5th. So perfect timing for the holidays. Again, you're not going to have to sacrifice or use willpower to navigate through the rest of this year. And then you're going to be set up for 2025. So for me, it's a no-brainer. So if you're ready to work with me, go over to that website and grab that. So getting back to shame and guilt and all the things, again, shaming yourself and just saying, I'm not going to do that anymore can be challenging. Again, because you've grown up doing this for so many years. And it is possible. But it does take a little bit of rewiring. It does take a little bit of shifting your mindset. And again, if you've been running around using this mindset for 40 some years, you don't recognize it, which I think is the biggest kicker of everyone. So the other thing too is if Thanksgiving you overate, again, it's not a problem. You just made a decision, right? You didn't fall off the tracks. There's no wagon, there's no fitness wagon that you fell off of, right? You just simply made a decision. You made a decision to keep eating when you were past full, right? And accepting that is so big. And if you're set in dieter's mentality, that's going to be a big chunk pill to swallow, right? Um, but understand that it is simply just a decision you made. So when you woke up this morning, if you were frustrated and annoyed at what you did yesterday, you still get to make the decision. You get to make the decision if you want to overeat. You can make the decision to stay in that emotional spin. You get to decide, like own your decisions that you're making. I did write some notes, but they're so tiny. I need my glasses. So if you're watching this on video, that's why I keep putting my glasses on. Okay, I can't even understand my handwriting. Yeah, so the last thing is how can you move forward? Again, it's healing the younger version of you that was brought up, and we're not blaming parents, grandparents, all the people, but you were brought up to overeat on Thanksgiving. You were brought up to shame yourself. You were brought up to judge yourself. You were brought up feeling guilty. You were brought up to kind of operate in this way, and you don't have to continue doing that. So taking the ownership of what you had done on Thanksgiving, but then deciding what you want to do moving forward. How do you want to approach Black Friday today? Do you want to keep overeating? And maybe you do. Here's the kicker. Like maybe you do. Maybe you want to keep overeating. Maybe you're still in that mindset of like, oh, I'll just wait till Monday, right? I like to call that the Last Supper. Um, Usually it's on a Sunday because Monday is the day you start your diet all over again, right? You go back to work, you go back to structure, and you start over again. But you have that option right now. You have the option to make a decision in this split second to decide if you want to move in a different direction, if you want to head towards your goals as opposed to away from your goals. And again, it's what is driving those decisions is what we work on inside the group. So to recap, please stop shaming yourself. There's no judgment, there's no shame, there's no guilt that you need to carry around. And I know it sucks. Being in that space, it sucks. And you think that you have to be there in order to motivate yourself to get out of it. And yes, I think that has some validity in it, but it's not lasting. It doesn't burn the long duration to get you to your goals. It gives you that fire for maybe 5 seconds. And if you don't act on it immediately, then again, you go into that guilt shame spiral about, oh, I didn't follow through with what I said I was going to do. So you can drop all that. If you want to learn how to do it and get really good at it, I encourage you to join my Jumpstart program. If you're not ready, that's not a problem. Go visit me on Instagram at Weight Loss for Women Over 40. It's 40 at the end. Follow me. I have a lot of reels coming out, videos, lives, everything to help you get through the next month and beyond. So go ahead over there if you're not ready to jump into the Jumpstart. If you are ready to join the group, go to weightlossforwomenover40.net/group and grab your 50% off. Again, that's going to expire on Monday, December, I think 3rd, for Cyber Monday, right? All right, everyone. I hope you have a beautiful weekend, whatever you decide to do. And I will either see you on Instagram or I will see you inside of the group. Take care.